John, what you done with this? All I did was go and get you. I'm not saying it.
Transport to various points around the circuit. So if you'd like to go from here, please do. If you need to transport to the far-flung reaches of the circuit, you can take one courtesy of the London Bus Museum. If you would like your children to take a short one, Brooklands related of course, taking some 3D models. And Virginia and her team are at the family activities gazebo that is within these paddocks. It's a nice safe environment, and you can see the prints on the stage as well. You're more than welcome to. You will need to leave by what we call the shop entrance. So if you are a member of the public, you will have come in through the main site. They're hiding behind the motorsport gazebo, which has a little bit of a space problem over there. I don't think there's a start actually. You just sign up for everything going. You had a great time. Someone else paid for it all. You can't get a better set of activities than that.
I know there was a problem. Just hoping I can get the
because it's supposed to that on the back, to the 12 forward.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's obviously not the first time it's been opened, but it is the recreation of a nice complete motor act. Sign on, wristband in, total loads of stuff, and eventually between 1 and 3 you will be back in your car driving on this express. So if you are intending to do that, please take yourself up there within the next 3 minutes now, so that we are good to go at 1 o'clock, and we have everybody, every driver of all the important cars. We do not want any having to sit here so that we can't send them up because someone has not attended the briefing. So 3 minutes time, briefing, full demonstration while cars upstairs in the napier room, white wooden staircase to the right. just to remind everybody of the blindingly obvious that it is extremely hot today, there's a lot of sun. We don't want anyone suffering from sunstroke. Please make sure you put a hat on if you've got one, put some sunscreen on yourself and the children and there is water available at various outlets around and also free tap water. And they do have that rather wonderful really ice cream. Companies find it out to very receptive in particular. So I think you'll see the whole load of cars arranged in the planet, you're free to go and look. Please mind yourself from buckles, so they are here for the concerts and trains making over and over and people looking after them and being extremely grateful. They regulate even our own nature as well, so it's the creatures and twists and the trees and Well, I did say it was a really big and quick study. Right now, I'm starting this. Just come up to me and say, well, you had that car, and I was just pointing to the back of the clubhouse, the tree, and the on the north, maybe around 24 litres, 500 grams water. So this is an arrow engine, and it's actually designed technically by so it's a very local car. It is the fastest car that ever went over the line.
Woke up, or if he just started getting pains in the chest and his arm was on. I think he got that over the wrong. He went to bed, and then it happened again the next morning. So he got that over the wrong. So he got in the car, drove down the way to his car. When it was right, there was something.
Yeah.
in the school holidays, paddock becomes a no smoking area, and it may well become that at some point today. At the moment, the non-smoking areas are the sprint paddock, the driving test areas, and the camel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, judging by the noise and the view outside of the paddock railings, you will see that the next class of cars is heading over to the Mercedes-Benz World Circuit for the sprints. Now, if you would like to see the action actually on the track, and once you have gone through, cross the bridge, cross the car park, and there you will find a bus ready and waiting to take you around the circuit, or you can just plonk yourself down wherever you feel comfortable. We will be running some demonstration cars between 1 and 3, so we have a number of important Brooklands cars relating to the period when we were an active motor racing circuit, and they will be out and about at between 1 and 3 this afternoon, plying their trade up on our newly uncovered finishing straight. Speed trials will continue even whilst that is happening. There's an hour overlap between 2 and 5 o'clock, so there's another 3 hours out on. Looking a little unloved in there, reduced to playing with their phones, so they need somebody to go over and take out a subscription or something, or talk to them. So please go and see the Lost and Lonely Motorsport people. They do need to shift a few of those magazines, only £1. And they're all ready to sell you those. Next to them, the family activities. You can make a 3D model of the Brooklands clubhouse and paddock, courtesy of Virginia and her team. That's entirely free. And of course, on the other side of the paddock, it is basically subscription alley. I have a message for all the drivers of the sprint cars. It appears that some of you boys and girls are a little bit naughty, a little bit tardy, and have been lying awake in the cafe a little bit too long, or hiding in the shade and not by your cars at the requisite time. Now, we do have a very, very tight timetable out there on that circuit with the number of cars and the number of classes we've got, which means we do, and they do need you by your cars. You need to be actually by the cars so the marshals can just that of course means if you are planning your lunch, you may need to think timings. So we do have the Sunbeam Cafe, we have the Brooklands Grill, and if it's just too hot to eat, then we do have the ice cream parlour and the Brooklands Bar. So a whole selection of places for you to go. Please don't crowd them all at the same time, otherwise you'll spend ages in the queue, which is more known and connected with motorsport, hopefully coming along to do that. All you will need to do is go through the shop where you came in this morning, across the bridge, across the car park, and
No air straight got some
And then,
So is this as well as?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Drive back.